All right, Andrew Hastie just spoke in Perth. He's effectively resigned as Shadow Home Affairs Minister after stepping down from the Liberal frontbench. Well, joining us live is Shadow Regional Health and Education Minister Sam Birrell. Sam, thank you very much for joining us. I don't know if you got to hear all of what he had to say, but he spoke about today not being about policy. He believes that the coalition can win the election. What are your thoughts on his resignation?
Well, thanks, Janie. I haven't spoken to Andrew, but he's a friend of mine. He's got a great contribution to make. From what I've read in his release, he said that given the charter of what his portfolio wanted him to look at and what he wanted to look at, he felt that there was a discrepancy there and he didn't want to continue on the front bench. Now, that's a matter for him. Wish him all the best. Think it's important for us all to be as unified as we can as we go through the policy process. Obviously, Andrew wanted to have some more input into migration issues than he has been given. But again, that's the purview of the leader. So Susan's got every right to say this is what I want people to look at, and Andrew's got every right to say, well, I think I'll need to step off the front bench now.
There was a charter letter that Susan Lee made you all sign. Can you tell us about what that was? Because I believe it's quite unusual for the opposition to have a charter letter.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks at areas of policy that we should be examining going forward. I think it's good in terms of it puts some structure around what the leadership is interested in people and the party is interested in people looking at. I don't know about being made to sign it. It's just a letter from a request from the leadership saying this is the areas that we see as your portfolio, the parameters of it. And I think it adds some structure in terms of regional health and regional education, which is what I'm passionate about and looking at. I found it very aligned with what I want to look into.
Andrew Hastie also said that he supports Susan Lee. There is no challenge. Do you believe him?
Oh, well, yes, if Andrew says that, I do believe him. I've always found Andrew to be a great person, an honourable person. I like him a lot. I like Susan Lee a lot too. I think there'll be a lot of media speculation about this because it's sort of exciting for everyone. Who knows what's going to happen into the future? I mean, I'm in the National Party. We have David Littleproud as our leader. The Liberal Party will make the decision as to who is their leader for them. But I think at the moment, it should be, for everyone, it should be sort of head down focusing on the vision for Australia for the future, for what our country looks like going forward. Now, there's going to be disagreements with that occasionally, and that's a good thing. But I think many of us agree, and certainly where I am out in the regions, in a place called Nathalia at the moment, they're very worried about where the Albanese government is taking our country in terms of social cohesion, but also in terms of our economic future, which has built places like this. Now, that means that we need to offer a credible alternative, which is what every member of the coalition should be focused on.
We know a lot of people in your party want to scrap net zero, and it sounds like Andrew Hastie is one of those members. What do you think about scrapping net zero, and what are you hearing from the community?
Oh, well, in terms of our party, we're going through a review at the moment, and that's a serious process. We really need to understand what the implications would be of any course of action, keeping a target, not keeping a target, legislating a target, having a target merely as an aspiration. How do you get there? What technologies do you employ? What does it mean for us on the world stage? What does it mean for our economy? All of those things we're working through as an opposition should. I'm hearing from the community that I think people are broadly interested, broadly concerned about the fact that climate change is happening and we don't really know exactly what the implications of that are. What they certainly don't want is their economy smashed in the response to it. So there are varying views around my community, but I think people want reliable energy and cost-effective energy and emissions reduction. They don't just want one of those, they want all of them.
Sam, we've got to head to a break, but in 10 seconds, I know you wanted to just mention where you are.
I'm at the Nathalia Agricultural Show. Nathalia is a beautiful farming community between Shepparton and the Murray River, and this is what Australia is all about, regional agricultural shows.